learning English is pretty expensive these days,
So true.
right? We need to pay. Yes, we need to pay through our nose. I took a very long and constructive break from
I
YouTube.
mean,
Is it raining there at your place?
no, it's not raining, but it is anticipated. So we might see some rain today. But it's bone chilling cold outside. I have turned on my heater and just hoping that electricity doesn't go off. And
Oh
I know
God.
you. I know you. I must tell you, I've
Oh,
seen in English Yari videos. I was so impressed. I've seen your review as
oh,
well. And you are Neha
okay.
Himachali tutor. Quite popular.
Oh, wow. You made my day. So it's always a pleasure to get this acknowledgement. So what to say, I'm speechless. So thank you so much.
Mhm.
And let's
You're
just
welcome.
start with the formal introduction, I believe, right?
Yeah, sure, sure. So, who shall go first?
Yeah, I'm just waiting for you.
All right, all right. So I go by Sunita Rawat and I hail from a picturesque region of Chamoli Gadwal, Uttarakhand. I am mother to two boys and a full-time homemaker. Along with this, I run a YouTube channel named Sunita's English Adventure, wherein I meet people like you with my co-learners. I practice my English. I help them with my personal experience on being in this journey. And along with that, I'm really passionate about teaching. So for that, I've started spoken English for beginners. I teach spoken English to beginners. So that's more or less about me.
Okay, wonderful. So I don't think so. There is
Mhm.
much about me to tell because almost everything is same. I just need to change my name.
Okay.
That's
Our
it.
journey
Yes,
is quite
yes,
same. Oh, wow. That's
same,
nice.
same. And homemaking is my first love.
Hmm.
Yes, and I'm also passionate about teaching. But being a mother, I chose to be a full-time mother, so I don't step out for a job, or I never look for a job. I started taking online. I started conducting online sessions, and it's been a long time now. I would say. I've been teaching online for about 5 years now.
Hmm.
Uh, it's not that I never say I am a trainer because I am a learner of this language. Of course, this is not my first language, but yes, I help people who struggle to find a platform to learn this language because learning English is pretty expensive these days.
So true.
Right, we need to pay. Yes, we need to pay through our nose.
Hmm.
It's really expensive, so I offer my learners an affordable platform where they can come without any hesitation, and
Hmm.
I never offer a course. It just I try to understand what they exactly need and what they are
Hmm.
looking for, and I help them. That's
Hmm.
how my classes go.
Wonderful,
That's
wonderful. And this is the most perfect approach, I must say, because learners are always in seek of a trainer who have same experience, who have gone through the same phase like them, right? So you have started from scratch, so they can better relate with you rather than having any expert or certified trainers. Maybe they would not be able to relate with them much, but with someone who have been in the same journey, that would be better for them because they can learn not just English but a lot many things, how to be consistent, how to be
right.
encouraged all the time. There are a lot many things to learn from that.
Yes. And what I believe, they need motivation
So true.
because it's, yes, it is very easy to give up because learning English is a process and it's a long process.
Lifelong.
If, yes, lifelong. I tell you, daily, on a daily basis, I come across
Mhm.
so many words which I don't know, which I learn, idioms and phrases. I would say, an avid enthusiast of idiom and phrases. I try to learn so many idioms, but again, the problem is whom to use with, because of
Mhm.
course, here at my place, we don't speak in English. We speak in Himachali. Then comes Hindi, and
Mhm.
English never comes here. We don't have any interaction in English. But
Uh-huh.
yes, I always try to be in touch with this language through my classes, through the reels I upload on Instagram, and I am not active on YouTube.
Mhm.
I took a very long and constructive break from YouTube, but now I have started uploading sessions
Mhm.
on YouTube, and I have started taking these sessions on Skype as well
Mhm.
because I was missing my practice sessions.
Right. So you used to
So
practice
that's
on YouTube only, like the way we are doing?
yes. I tell you, I wasn't aware of Skype app and these interactions, but yes,
Mhm.
3 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, I came across English Yari. Then I
Mhm.
took their subscriptions,
Mhm.
and for the very first time, I faced experts, or I started having these kind of conversations. There, I got some feedbacks, and it was one was always the same, that you need to work on your vocabulary. You use very basic vocabulary. So sometimes I felt, or it was a real conundrum for me. Why can't we use basic vocabulary? Why is it necessary to flaunt yourself? But
Mhm.
yes, because I think we need to upgrade uh,
Mhm.
not only our vocabulary, our knowledge.
Mhm.
So
In my
that's
opinion, it's that I feel that basic English is the best English. When we use a
yes.
lot of idioms and lot of advanced vocabulary, the other person would not be able to understand. And there are many words, endless vocabulary in this English dictionary. We cannot learn each and every one of them. So we would miss out on some or other words when the other person is speaking, right? So basic English, it's the best English. But whenever we'll go to trainer, they'll always
Hmm.
give this feedback
It's their
that you need
job.
to learn vocabulary. So it's their
Yes,
job,
yes.
but it's totally depend
Hmm.
on you. How do you want to take this
Hmm.
language? Like we use Hindi, so we use basic Hindi so that everybody could understand what
Could
we want to
understand.
express. In the same manner, we can use basic English that could be understandable to everyone, right?
True
But
that.
yes,
True that. Huh.
if someone is
And
passionate about learning idioms and all, then they should
hmm,
definitely go for it.
exactly. And it depends on your background. I am a Hindi medium student. I am a homemaker. I hardly I go out or meet people
Mhm.
whom I interact with, especially in this language. So if I am able to, converse myself, or if I am able to present myself confident in English,
Mhm.
that's what matters to me. I always wanted to be comfortable with this language. That's it. And I
Mhm.
am comfortable now. I don't feel hesitation while having an interaction. I don't bother about my
Mhm.
mistakes. So
Mhm.
earlier I used to get, it was like
Mhm.
somehow we make it a status symbol.
Mhm.
So the credit goes to our society, but now I don't bother much about these things. And I try to convey this message to my learners also,
Right.
because in this journey you are supposed to make so many mistakes. Just make sure you are not repeating those mistakes, you are able to
Mhm.
rectify those mistakes, and you are good to go.
Mhm.
So that
Yes, so while speaking English, we are really very conscious of making mistakes that shouldn't be there because the reality is in language, mistakes are inevitable. So, anyhow, you are going to make
right.
some or other mistake, maybe unconsciously. So, that's not something to bother about. And when you'll face reality, when you'll realize this reality, you would be very comfortable with this language. And that's what everyone seeks for. But at first, it's really very difficult, to
Hmm.
expose ourselves to this reality. It takes time to feel comfortable in this language. So that's totally fine.
Yes,
Everybody would take
yes,
their time.
yes. And I'm curious to know about you. How did you come to know about these sessions, and when did you start your journey as a YouTuber? And you
Mhm.
speak really well. So how did you achieve this proficiency? Tell me something about your journey.
So my journey starts from these kind of videos only because one day I stumbled upon a YouTuber's video who is practicing his English with other co-learner. So there, I thought I should also approach him to just check my status in this
Hmm.
language. So I approached him. I had a conversation with him, and I had this instant realization just after the conversation that I'm lacking in my confidence that I used to have before. So I thought I should do these kind of conversation more often because we have a platform like this where we
Hmm.
can meet many people and have a conversation with them. And just a second, my kid
Mhm.
is right here and उधर बैठो जाओ उधर बैठो go वहाँ पे बैठो he don't want to go. Okay, so yes, I had this instant realization that I should work upon my confidence and I should make these kind of conversation even more. And then I thought I
Mhm.
should make my own YouTube channel because anyways, my videos are going to be uploaded on YouTube. So I started that, I
Mhm.
created that, and since then, like it's been 3 to 4 months now that I've been consistently practicing on YouTube, consistently approaching videos. So this is how
Mhm.
I have become proficient in my English. So I would give all credit to
Okay.
this consistency.
Yes, consistency is a key to
Right.
everything. Everything. Okay, and
Right.
what about your homemaking? Your because you are a mom of two kids, so is it an easy task for you to commence these kind of sessions? Because I know, being a homemaker, our plate is always full. We are snowed under so many things, no? So how? Because
Mm-hmm.
my son, he's grown up now. He's studying in his 10th standard, so he does things on his own.
Mm-hmm.
But you tell, being a mother of two, how do you manage?
It's quite difficult. I cannot say it's a piece of cake for me, but somehow I manage. Somehow, the energies are helping me. God is helping me in this. And I would say my journey started like from nowhere, out of the blue, it started. So
Hmm.
maybe this was written in my destiny. So I just stumbled
Destiny.
upon this and I started this. It's just that I'm being consistent and I'm just managing to drag myself through the journey slowly. Slowly and
Yes.
gradually. I don't get much time to immerse myself in English. I
Hmm.
seldom watch videos, but I make sure to have conversations. So still my kid is just
Wonderful.
right beside me, but then also I'm
Mhm.
trying to have a conversation. So that's what I'm working upon because other things I like I'm not able to do, but conversation I can definitely have. I can, manage some quiet time during my whole day.
Hmm.
So this is how I'm going, although it's not easy to manage all these
Yes,
things. Mm.
it's not actually. Okay. So, how is the experience meeting with so many different people with their different mindset, also different levels of this
Mhm.
language? So, how is the experience or anything? Tell
Uh-huh. A little.
something
Mm.
what you feel. Hmm.
Okay, so meeting new people is always, you can say it's my forte. I'm really very good
Hmm.
at, talking to people from always, and I love meeting new people. And this is something that I already liked, and I started this, so I'm over the moon for this. And experience is always different because every conversation come up with different learnings, not only English but life lessons as well. When we meet any, any young person, then we have different kind of learnings from them. And when we meet any elderly, we have a lot of wisdom to get from them.
Yes,
So it's I always feel excited to meet new people. You never know what learning you're going to get from them. So yes, that's my
right.
experience. How about
Yes.
yours?
Okay. Same. I think I also don't have much to say, but yes, same. I love having intellectual conversations or interactions with people, and
Mhm,
yes, I love kids. I love children. Their energy,
mhm,
the vibrant energy they give. So I always love to have interaction with children.
mhm,
I try to understand. How do they their attitude towards world, because
mhm,
I think we try to calculate things, we try to manipulate certain situations, but children are always full of positivity,
mhm,
and that's what I love. And yes, I love having sessions with homemakers, with women, because
mhm,
I thoroughly believe in women empowerment. And I can't express myself when I see
mhm,
homemakers having these kind of conversations, uploading their videos on YouTube. It gives me goosebumps. I
mhm,
am at a loss for words here, but yes,
mhm,
I would consider myself um, um, a true lover of, I truly don't believe in women I'm not getting that word exact. Exactly? It's
Mm-hmm.
related with women empowerment,
Mm-hmm.
feminism. Yes,
Okay.
I I truly believe feminism is this when you do things for yourself. I never
Mm-hmm.
consider feminism comparing with men. No,
Mm-hmm.
it's all about we women. So when we do things for ourselves, when we value ourselves, when we love ourselves, that's what feminism is for me. So yeah, I just love this thing. So that's it.
Yes, and others would get naturally empowered when they'll see you, right?
Oh,
Okay. And you've
that,
also mentioned that you took a long break in between. You were not
yes.
consistent throughout. So does it took a
Mhm.
toll on your communication skills?
Not really, because I was in touch with this language. I was having my regular classes, my paid classes, where I deal with people of from different walks of life.
Mm-hmm.
So, and you know what? I have a very good habit, that is talking to myself only. I am in habit of having so many conversation and interactions with myself only. Whatever I'm doing, I try to have an interaction or conversation with myself. So that's a good point. And I upload reels on Instagram, so whatever I upload, I try to sometimes idioms and phrases or any daily use vocabulary, I try to cram those sentences.
Mm-hmm.
And because we don't speak this language, but I use those expressions with my learners. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I observe? Everyone comes to learn English, and that it's not about grammar. They want to learn daily life related
Everyday
sentences.
conversations.
Right? Huh. So, is again there is one question: can we learn English without grammar? So, I want you to answer this, but let me let me tell about my learners.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah, I don't want to trouble them, giving them so many concepts of grammar. So, yeah, I try to be smart. I just mix both the things together, and then I tell them, and I love, because I can see so many of my learners, they are really doing well, they are
Mm-hmm.
really doing well. So but yeah, they just need daily use conversation related sentences. पर्दे हटा दो दीवार का पेंच गिर रहा है, they come with
Mm-hmm.
these sentences, ma'am,
Mm-hmm.
how to
Mm.
translate. So credit goes to them also, because they are polishing my communication skills also.
Mm. Because they
So
are curious to know,
uh,
right?
yes,
Mm. And they are
yes,
making you work
especially
then.
kids. Yes, especially children. They have such inquisitive mind. Ma'am, isko kaise bole? Ma'am, isko kaise
Mm.
bole? Sometimes they observe you. They come with certain words, how to pronounce. Even they know how to pronounce. Then also
Mm.
they ask me, ma'am, how
They'll
to
ask
pronounce
you.
this word. Yes.
Mm. Because they want to
So
be
that's
sure.
how. Yes, they, and sometimes kids are very smart. These generation, they observe, is a teacher is well, aware of these things or not.
Uh-huh.
So, and you know
Mm.
what? I'm working on my slangs also, because they ask me so many slangs. So I take my son's help here.
Uh-huh. So you all are
Yeah.
learning together.
So yes, yes, it's a
Mm.
mutual kind of learning. So I enjoy this thing. So yeah, credit goes to my classes, my learners, and my videos, because
Mhm.
I was away from YouTube and Skype interactions, but not from my practice.
Mm.
So
So this is how you were consistent throughout your
yes.
journey. Like you need not to allot a different time for grammar, but you will learn in the process. When you'll immerse yourself in English, like by watching, by reading, writing, and all that, you will automatically learn grammar because when you'll observe
Mm,
these sentence structures, vocabulary, so everything will happen in the process. Like the way kids used to
mm,
learn this language, they learn by observing, they learn by
mm,
imitating. So we can also do shadowing practice. We can observe the people around who are really fluent speaker, observe their way of speaking, observe the vocabularies they
mm.
are using, and just imitate them. Learning happens first with copying, imitating, and gradually in
Yes.
the process, you'd be able to own this language. You'd be able to do it yourself. Like I also started with imitating and learning the sentences as it is. But now I've become this capable that I can make my own sentences out of those sentence
Confident.
structures. So this will happen gradually in
Right.
the process.
And it depends on the, I guess, your background, your environment. If you learn this language in a very natural environment where everyone is speaking
Mhm.
English only, then you don't need to go for grammar or grammatical concepts. When we speak Hindi, we never go for grammar, right? So yeah, if you are learning in a very natural environment, of course you don't need to follow certain grammar or any grammatical topic. But yes, if you start from the scratch, as let's say if I come to you, okay ma'am, I want to learn English, so I can't skip subject verb agreement. I should
Mhm.
have that knowledge of forms of verb at least,
Right. When you
right?
are a trainer,
So it
then also
depends.
it's required. Mm.
Yes, exactly. And you mentioned shadowing technique. So, you know what? I would use this technique, and sometimes I still do. I follow Priyanka Chopra. I love her communication skills. I love her
So
confidence.
do
So,
I.
yes, right. I'm the biggest fan of, I would say, her communication skills. Not as an actress, but yeah, the way she presents herself, her aura, her confidence. So sometimes what I would use, I jotted down her dialogues or whatever she used to speak, and then I crammed up
Mm.
and I would practice a lot. So, and then I would record myself.
Mm-hmm.
So it's all about your passion.
Mm-hmm.
You need to be pig-headed, I would say. If you want to learn, you need to be stubborn to the core.
Mm-hmm.
You can't take it for granted. Okay, aaj nahi kal. And I would say
Mm.
you do not need to be a procrastinator. If you try to put up things, then you won't get that fluency.
Still,
Practice and
if I talk
consistency.
about myself, if I'll miss even a single day in
Hmm.
my journey, like let's suppose I'm not taking these calls or just not doing anything in English, just not thinking in English for even a single day, I'll skip the next day.
Yes.
I'll fumble the next day. So it happens.
Right. You know what? When I start, I guess it is my third or fourth interaction when I just restarted. So
Hmm.
during my first conversation, I was literally anxious. I was on pins and needles. So it happens. It's basic human
Ah.
tendency. So that's why we always say that consistency is required.
Mm.
You
Mm.
you can't be on
Right.
your in your comfort zone. No, you need to be very regular and punctual with your practice.
Hmm.
Okay.
Consistency and face the reality, because even when we fumble right now, we are quite
Hmm.
fine with it because this is quite
Yes.
natural. But
Natural.
people feel apprehensive when they start their
Hmm.
journey and they fumble, they struggle to find right words, they really feel
Yes.
apprehensive about it. So that's quite natural when we start our journey, but
Hmm.
when you'll come a long way, you will realize that it is natural to feel loss of words at times, you get
Yes.
stuck at times, and then you'll feel comfortable, you'll just keep on going, right?
Right.
Mm.
Right. Okay. So now New Year is around the corner, right? So what would be your strong message to our audience? Uh,
Mhm.
Anything?
In terms of English.
Hmm. Yes. Yeah, in
Okay.
terms of English, in terms of how to live life, or something related with life skills,
Mhm.
anything.
Okay. Although there is a lot to say, but there is one thing that just came to my mind, that stop procrastinating. Although New Year is around the corner and many people
Hmm.
think that we'll start this thing, we'll start this new skill from the new year, but you
Yes.
should not wait for that time. You can start right away. Right time is
Right.
now, and you can surely start working upon on your skill
Hmm.
from today itself. Don't just wait for the right time. So that's quite a strong message. And if one could work
Yes.
upon this, they can achieve many things in their
Hmm.
life, right?
Yes. Uh, I see eye to eye, whatever you said. And generally, what we do, we blame our situations or people uh, if we are not able to do something. So stop blaming other. Problem is yours. So you are the one who will find a solution. So start working. Whatever. It's not only about communication skills. Whatever you want to achieve in your life, it's a high time, I believe. So start, making choices, set your priorities, and believe in yourself. What I truly believe, that believe in yourself. And while communicating, don't
Mhm.
forget to carry two major things. One is your smile, and one is your confidence. So yes, all this,
Mhm.
and love yourself, value yourself. So
Hmm.
this would be a message from my side.